name is Willie Bryant, and I'm a graduate from a transitional job from the New Hope Project. I work for the Hunger Task Force as a distribution specialist. Thank you.
Transitional jobs are subsidized jobs, but they're real jobs, real work. They give people valuable experience. They give them pay to support their families, maintain their dignity. It gives them the opportunity to transition into other jobs that are permanent and that give them hope and ability to move on in life.
How hard was it to learn the skills you need? You had to get a commercial driver's license for the truck. You had to learn how to use the forklift.
Yeah.
I mean, these are tall pallets. One mistake and bad things happen.
Yeah, actually, I've had mistakes. Actually, you know, it takes time. It takes time. I've had a couple of mistakes, you know, not on the truck, but in here. Space is limited sometime, and I hit a pallet and everything came tumbling down. But yeah, it just takes a little time. You just got to be careful and stick with it, you know. But my CDL's license, actually, I had to take it like 3 times. The first time I took it, it was kind of, I missed it by 1. The second time I took it, I'm expecting the same test. So they gave me a different test, and I was like, oh, man, this is getting, but then the third time I really stumped down and studied hard for it. And knowing that they was going to be trick questions, you know, I studied and studied and studied, and then I took it and passed it.
You've got skills that would be valuable outside of the Hunger Task Force.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've got a sense that what you're doing really has value beyond this. It's not just a make work job for you.
Right, right. Yeah, I've acquired skills that I would keep for life, and you know, and I could take my skills that I've learned here other places too, and be a valuable employee. So, you know, when you're doing something that's helping you out as a person and you're giving back, who can feel good about that?
How does it make you feel about the job?
It gives me a sense of, it makes me feel real good about the job. That's why I chose here as one of my transitional places to work. And it gives me a good sense of giving back. You know what I mean? Being that I was in the streets doing what I was doing, it gives me a sense of giving back and helping people out instead of taking, you know? So it gives me a sense of pride being that I'm helping back every day for the 3 years that I've been working here.
What's the greatest lesson you've learned in all of this? If you were talking to your son.
I would tell my son, and I do tell my son, sometimes when it's real easy, it's not worth it. You know, sometimes the greater or the better lessons that you learn in life is hard, but that's sometimes the best way to go. You know, as far as working, my son's he's in college now, and I believe has a lot to do with me pushing him to do better and not settling for less.
Any advice that you would give to someone who's coming out the same way you are, or maybe someone that's not in prison, but just, you know, maybe they're a little younger, a little older, but they just haven't been able to get a job?
My advice would be to, if they're contacting you guys or anything.
Anyway, us, others.
Keep trying. Keep trying. And you may not think it, or it may not seem that way at the time, but it will get better. Even if you could turn a small job into a better job, a higher paying job, but just keep trying. Don't give up. You don't want to, you know, go back to doing what you was doing or doing any illegal things, because that only leads one way, and that's to prison or 6 feet under. Thanks for listening to my story, but I got to get back to work.